Hi folks, and welcome to another exciting evening of awards. We really enjoyed last week and saw some great winners. Tonight we're going to celebrate the best of the best in terms of businesses and departments. I think I might be Deck, which I think probably makes you Ant, Ewan.
Big four.
So I'll hand over to Ant to give over the first award.
Okay, so the first award of the evening is the New Car Department of the Year. Now this department achieved £130,000 over their plan number. They had an excellent CSI score of 94.2%, and the managers within this department ensured there was a really strong performance in F&I and on added products. So I'm really pleased to say that the Department of the Year is VAUXHALL Edinburgh.
And now onto our second award, the Used Car Department of the Year. This particular business is 233% above its plan, to be precise, and 92% CSI scores. Encouraging the profit per unit year on year has gone up. Actually, its corporate and new car departments have done pretty amazing as well, but let's go back to used cars. Scott and Danny have done an amazing job in terms of working with a relatively inexperienced team to get up to speed with the Mini brand, to learn all about it and deliver great customer service. And just recently I even received a See It Now video from one of the team, which just was really exceptional and shows you why that team is doing particularly well. So the Used Car Department of the Year is Mini.
Next up is our Service Department of the Year. Now this department achieved 140% of their plan. So a really significant improvement in CSI, and the team delivered incredible VHC performance productivity and WIP improvement. So I'm really pleased to say for Laura and her team that the Service Department of the Year is VAUXHALL Perth.
Our next award is for Parts Department of the Year. We're really privileged to have so many great parts businesses, some great parts leaders as well, and teams delivering a great job, kind of unsung heroes again of the business. Well, the VAUXHALL businesses have gone through a big change this year as we've come out of some of the trade accounts that we have of VAUXHALL have changed things over. One particular business has stood out this year above the rest. It's a big parts department. It's had to adapt to keep a lot of its trade parts customers on board, and the team have really pulled together to deliver an outstanding result, even though they lost some of that opportunity. We obviously saw some sad news in the years. We lost one of our colleagues in that department, Leon, and the team particularly pulled together around that as well and looked after his family. So I'm really pleased to see the Parts Department of the Year is Aberdeen VAUXHALL.
Okay, so well done to all the winners so far. Now let's hear from Michael Breen, our Volume Division Managing Director.
Hi guys, just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for all the hard work that you guys delivered in 2020. 2020 was a really mixed year. We've had some highs and some lows during that time, but some outstanding performances from every department. New cars, we were #1 in the UK for market share from VAUXHALL, which is a great achievement and one you should all really be proud of. From a used car point of view, really the focus was on digital marketing and how we could convert more inquiries during the year. And again, the headway that we made in that, again, you guys should be really, really proud of. In service, it was all about driving productivity, and in parts, maintaining trade sales. Both things that were quite tough to achieve, but things that we have, again, made great strides with. Finally, CSI. CSI, let's call that an ongoing project. Some sites did really well, other sites, still a lot of work to do. Nonetheless, when you put all of this together and the great work that we did in the CARZ division, what we've been left with is a fantastic performance. And sincerely from me, thanks very much, guys.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks for the update. Now, next to the Giving Back Award. As a lot of you know across the organisation, we saw last week some of the amazing work that we're doing all over the world with the success of the company. So we want everyone in the business to be looked after, and then with the proceeds of that business, we want to give back. And I'm really pleased to see and to hear the stories of lots of people giving back all the way through 2020 when it was a particularly difficult year. A lot of colleagues in the business stood up to the task and went above and beyond for their communities. Well, this particular business gets the award for really the work that they did to coordinate all the emergency responses, for creating a lot of the actions around giving back, for starting up the hardship loans, and actually for pulling together a team that helped set up Gen Z. There's an awful lot of work went on in the background to make sure that we could give back, and the foundation worked as well. So the Department of the Year for giving back is Vardy Central.
Next up is our Health and Safety Dealership of the Year. Now this site saw 100% compliance and great guest feedback. So well done to John Kelly for an amazing job. We also saw an amazing response by the team when an external contractor had a serious accident. The team's swift actions actually helped save this person's life. So I'm delighted to say that the Health and Safety Department or Dealership of the Year is CARZ Dundee.
Next up is Guest Experience Dealership of the Year. This particular business has consistently provided exceptional guest experience. Adhering to daily disciplines in terms of the meetings they have every day about guest experience, to the GEM meetings that they would have every week, to consistently dealing with guest complaints within 4 hours rather than the target of 24. Hannah and the team continue to have this passion to go the second mile for guest experience, and you can feel it when you're in the business. Really pleased to see the Dealership of the Year for guest experience is BMW.
Now let's hear from Richie Cooper, our Luxury Division Managing Director.
Hi, just a huge thank you to me to everyone in the Luxury Division for last year's fantastic performance in a very testing period. Porsche Aberdeen had a great time with a return on sales of 5%, which was the third highest in the whole network. And their used car performance and new car performance both grew year on year, and they were the only dealership in the whole Porsche network to do that. Porsche Perth also had a fantastic time, especially in service, where their hours gross was in the top 10 in the whole of the UK. JLR, again, a tough year, but still right near the top. They just missed out on being in the top quartile with a return on sales of 2.2. If they were 2.3, they would have just made it in the top quartile. And our Jaguar performance was also fantastic, amongst the top 3 to 4 in the whole of the UK on the scorecard. BMW, again, had a great time, especially on used car profitability, and their CSI was absolutely awesome, top 6 in the whole of the UK. Mini, again, the growth there has been fantastic, especially within used cars, but again, they were in the top 6 in the UK for the growth year on year. So overall, a fantastic year. Net profit was around about 140% of our plan, so fantastic. And a special thank you to the after sales departments for delivering a fantastic performance all the way through this period in testing times. You guys have really pulled it out, so thank you so much. Admin, accounts, all the back office staff, thank you for an amazing year.
Next up is Colleague Experience Dealership of the Year. Obviously, our mantra is to make sure this is the best place to work, and of course, we need to measure which business has the best scores. Well, this year I'm pleased to see one of the businesses had 94% engagement, 93% of colleagues would recommend, and the retention figures are fantastic for the people that have stayed with the business to help build up from scratch. I'm delighted with the ways the team pulled together to look after their managing partner who went off, who was ill for a period of time, and the way the team pulled together to support her and the business going through that tough time was an exceptional example of great colleague experiences. So well done to Porsche in Perth.
Next up is Admin Department of the Year. Tracy and the team have put in another phenomenal performance in 2020. The team provided exceptional support and guidance to the on-site team, and in 2020 were responsible for processing the group's new car registrations and bonus payments. So I'm delighted to say, in case you haven't already guessed, that the winner is VAUXHALL Motherwell.
And now on to Accounts Department of the Year. This relatively new team came together under Kathy's leadership to achieve some great success in 2020 as well, displaying a great can-do attitude with a lack of experience of the brand all pulling together to do a great job. It's a fantastic team. It's been great to see examples of folks like Renata being promoted to Assistant Accountant through the period as well. So really pleased to award the Account Department of the Year to Jaguar Land Rover.
Now let's hear from our Managing Directors of our CARMONEY and SILVERBULLET businesses on their department winners.
Hi everybody and welcome to the CARMONEY Awards for the Best Department. I want to start by saying a huge thank you to everyone in CARMONEY for a massive 2020. Our mantra is fighting to make cars affordable and accessible to everybody, and everyone in CARMONEY delivered on that mantra in the year. It was a massive year for us, starting from customer experience where over 95% of customers who dealt with us would recommend us to their friends and family. We also dealt with 80,000 applications and made a huge £750 million loan advances to customers. Versus the year before, we grew by an enormous 19% to 7,000 units, which is an amazing year. But there's always a winner, and this year's winner is retail sales. So retail sales have absolutely blazed the way in the three areas that we focus in: their conversion, their customer experience, and speed. They're the three things that make us win in the market. They've had a massive year. They've grown by 28% to 5,200 units in the year. And there's a massive 64% increase in contribution. Just an amazing, amazing year. And more than that, they're a joy to deal with. They're really up for the challenge, they have a great attitude, and they turn up for work wanting to smash it every day. So I want to finish by saying a big thank you to retail sales for an amazing year, but also in the bigger team, because we work as one team in CARMONEY. I think everybody in every department has absolutely nailed it in 2020, and I'm sure we'll continue to nail it in 2021. So big thank you to me, and a well done to retail sales, but even more, it's a big thank you to the whole of the CARMONEY organisation for an amazing year. Thank you.
Well, welcome everyone. I'm delighted to be able to be here this evening to announce the winner of the Silver Bullet Department of the Year. We have two key departments within Silver Bullet, our development team and our sales team. And before I say any more, I would just like to say a huge thank you to everyone for the huge levels of commitment and hard work in 2020. It's incredibly difficult to pick one department over the other, but I'm pleased to say, after a lot of deliberation, that the 2020 Silver Bullet Department of the Year goes to our sales team. Just to put this into context, in January 2020, we generated just over £14,000 of sales in Silver Bullet. By January 2021, we're now starting to surpass £100,000 of sale. This has been an incredible growth rate in 1 year, and a huge well done to all of the team here at Silver Bullet.
Thanks Cameron and Alistair, and well done to the department winners in CARMONEY and Silver Bullet.
And now for the big one. Which of our businesses performed the best in the year? Which of our teams excelled above all others? Well, this year I've got to give special mention to CARMONEY for the way that business has performed, for what it's come from and to, for the retail business and the dealer business, the fantastic guest scores that they deliver, and just really the percentage growth year on year means that they need special recognition and maybe one to watch for next year. But this year's winner is a business that has performed the best on all the metrics that we look at, from colleague to guest to manufacturer performance and financial performance and giving back, was exceptional. In its franchise, it was number 2 in the UK in terms of return on sales, which is the profit we get from the investment that goes in the business. So in a metric of just pure business, it was the second of the UK. It was the only business to increase year on year on new car sales of all the businesses that sell the same brand. It is the top performer, or amongst the top performers, on used car scorecard in the top 5. It's in the top 12 in terms of profitability, which is amazing considering its allocation of new cars, which is where the profit comes from, is so small compared to the rest of the United Kingdom. That really tells you it's the most profitable. Its service has grown year on year, remarkably, as its sister business has too, in Perth. And the team has done an amazing job all the way through this lockdown in terms of learning how to sell digitally, getting great retention in sales and service, and building a great bedrock for going forward. It's got some incredible talent in the workshop, some people that have been with us a long time, and some of the best Porsche experience in the network. Its CSI has been exceptional as well, and according to the manufacturer, we're one of their favourite partners, so much so that we've been awarded the business in Inverness. So I'm delighted to say that the winning business of the year is Porsche in Aberdeen. So that wraps up the 2020 awards, and we're exceptionally proud of the work that everybody did, and really impressed with the winners last week and this week as well. We'll be doing the awards again next year, so I know the year started and there's some great performances, even in the lockdown. There's been some great numbers, and I'm sure when the doors open again, we'll have a fantastic year ahead. So thanks once again for all you're doing. Thanks for watching. Well done to all the nominees and especially the winners. A tremendous well done from all of us to each one of you. Well, that about rounds it up this evening. Ewan or Ant?
Oh, I didn't. Sorry, you threw me there.
Okay. And that about wraps it up, Ewan.
It does indeed. We're not celebrities. Get me out of here. I don't. You didn't say Anne.
Should we do it?
You didn't say Anne. Like no one's.
Just say that again. I'll do the ending again.
No, but no one's be like what?
What are you going to say when I hand over to you?
Cheerio.
All right. Okay. So that's about it for this evening. Thanks for watching. Well done again for all the efforts last year and the efforts so far this year. It won't be long till we open and we can see all the guests back in and have a very busy time, I'm sure, for the rest of the year. So that's it for me. Over to Ant.
Ignore me now. I didn't think you were saying Anne.
So that's it from me. Ant, over to you. No, I'm not Ant, I'm Dick. So, that's it from Deck. Over to you, Ant.
Let's get ready to rumble.